I want to tell y'all something. I want to tell y'all something real good. I'm trying to do like God, how you can make one word make you laugh, and just a couple sentences and tell you how to do your whole lifetime. When your heart's serious and you don't know that your heart's serious, let me tell you, you bind it to whatever you bind it to, you can't stop. That's all you need to know. Because your heart's serious. Your heart's serious, so you ain't gonna know. You can't tell yourself because your heart is, you hollow. You don't care. So, how would you know if you bind it in whatever low vibration you in? It's like that movie, Tony Jane, and I think he was like he retired. He was on this fishing boat, and they came as one of my favorite actors. I hope he okay. I ain't seen Tony Jai in a minute, bro. Tony Jai was going through stuff. America, y'all should have been there about Tony Jai and brought him over here. But Tony Jai was like, he was on his boat and he said, I stopped. They asked him, was he still like some kind of assassin movie? And they asked him, you still do the assassin work? He said, no, I had to quit because I started killing so much. Something happened to me. That's what he was talking about. He got binded. Same thing in that movie Shatter, that dude that was crazy. He was binded. Well, that same thing happens to everything, drugs and everything else. So whatever you get binded to, that's your sign, like, cause you serious, you got the Pharaoh spirit going on like in Moses. You don't get it. And a lot of y'all women, so-called angels out there, are shallow-hearted. When people say you got a shallow heart, that ain't good. They're basically telling you in good terms and that your heart is seared. When your heart's seared, you don't notice the wrong that you do to nobody. That's scary. All right, now what you do, when you bind it like that, that rope leads to the spiritual realm and it goes to a dark place. Always. And sometimes it could be as simple as, sometimes it could be something wrong that you do out of moderation. But the rope still leads to hell. You just imagine the rope going to hell, you get, I know old people doing stuff today that should be, they go today, be able to rest and relax, cry, doing that stuff that they kept doing when they were younger because they binded to it. Because you literally walking yourself out of this physical realm into the spiritual realm, into a dark place. It's almost like your tag, your ticket there. You got your ticket. Here's your ticket to go to that dark place. That's how it looks. So for those of you out there that's binded and you don't, your heart's serious, and like I said in my previous lecture, you don't even know it's hard to heal yourself when your heart's serious. And I've been trying to figure it out. Like, well, how can I explain this to people so they can heal themselves if they heart's serious? Because when your heart's serious, you don't notice that you mean. You don't notice that you're doing dark stuff. It kind of look cool to you. Your girls walk up to you and say, girl, you shallow, girl. And you think it's cool. Your mind gone. Your heart serious. So what you got to do is you got to find yourself. If you once knew God before, or if you never knew God, maybe you need to get to know God. And then you're going to realize what is of God and what is not of God. That part in the Bible where it said get a Caesar what is Caesar, get a God what is God, that's broad. That could go all ways. Get a Caesar what is Caesar, get a God what is God, get a Satan what is Satan, get a God what is God, get a devil what is devil, get a God what is God. That's how it go. You know what I'm saying? You go give to the drugs, you go give to the streets, you go give to this person, you gonna give to this person, or you gonna give to God. What is of God and what is not of God? You know that in your mind. So it don't matter if your heart's seared or not. I'm gonna rob this person, take this person, and God, I feel like just forgive me, Lord. You thinking God done forgave you, but your heart's seared. You done stole somebody's stuff from them because your heart's seared. And you getting money from the stuff that you stole. So you think that you getting blessed because your heart's seared. But you're not getting blessed. And you know you're not getting blessed because it don't feel like a blessing, but it do feel like a blessing. It's because you stole somebody else's energy. So you just swap addresses. You got to notice the stuff so your heart's seared. You're not going to notice that because you're getting blessed by somebody else's blessing. So how would you notice it if you don't swap the addresses that you're getting blessed by somebody else's blessing? Because you should remember that it wasn't your blessing in the first place. It's somebody else's addresses. So it don't matter what you do. It don't matter if you unalive people. It don't matter if you do drugs. It don't matter if you overly sexually active. It don't matter. The way they enslaved, and I'm talking to all people, but in this case, what I'm about to say, I'm talking to just my people. They said how did they enslave black people? They made them forget they want a true God. And you still living accordingly today. You adopted the racism. The Diddy situation should have been an eye-opening experience for all people, all our people, black people, because it wasn't forced upon this man. This man didn't have a gun to his head to do his people like this. This man adopted something that was forced upon us in slavery. And you knew it wasn't of God. Hell justice here. The hell justice here. You know what I'm saying? Take this color off my screen. I want the hell look. I don't like all that. Put my screen back black and white. Oh man, wait a minute. That's when they eating frequency. Oh my bad. Just leave it alone. I get in my emotions sometimes. I get in my emotions sometimes. You just do what you gotta do. But listen to what I'm telling y'all, bro. Give the God what's God. This is how I'm telling you that I had to figure this out when you're in the street. That's why people trying to figure out. I ain't have to hold no Bible all the time. I ain't have to wear crosses and stuff like that. I don't mind wearing jewelry and stuff like that. But people just knew by the way I walk. I say no to you with a smile on my face, and I say yes to you with a smile on my face. I'm going to keep that same nonchalant attitude with everything I do. Because I'm a whole 200% with God. And I can't be bored because you stealing from me, making your life interesting. You just made a mistake with me. All y'all did, really, most of y'all. I forgive you, but I want God's will to be done to you. If you don't mind. I'm telling y'all, get a guy with a guy, especially you celebrities out there, be careful, man. Now, I see this enemy that y'all been fighting with, and you got to continue to ride his horse and get a check. Be careful. Everybody, I tell this to all people out there, be careful because your soul is at stake now. Because when you can see binding, when you hear binding, you just hear about binding. But I'm showing you the rope that you bind it to. I'm showing you where the rope go to. That rope go from the physical realm into the spiritual realm. I'm telling you, I know old people in their late 70s, early 80s still got to do these same tests, crying when they do it. Now, when I say test, I'm saying a plethora of things. Now, I ain't just talking about the issue I had. I'm just talking about a plethora of things. I'm talking about sin in general. So they took the one and true God from the people, and it broke you down. We keep wanting to blame this other nationality, but they just broke us down psychologically. They tore us down psychologically. They made us worship without knowing idols. We know that stuff ain't of God, but we still doing it. That's why we are in a submissive state. No other human being is oppressing us. It's us oppressing us. We trying to sin. We melanated people. We supposed to be the oldest people, the biggest. We supposed to be the giants of the earth. And I tried to date this Chinese woman one time. It was twins. They had twins. Me and my brother went up to the house, knocked on the door and everything, talked to the parents. And the parents were so polite. And the girls, they liked us too. But the girls, they snickered amongst each other like they were holding each other like in a movie. Like they knew we wasn't going to get to them anyway. And their parents politely welcomed us in their house. And they told us, you know, you seem like pretty good, decent fellas. But we can't see our daughters dating somebody that'll let another man control them. And that was real, bro. Me and my brother was straight up goons at this time. And when we got out of there, we looked at each other like, what the hell that mean, bro? We didn't understand it, bro. But we did understand it. It was like baffling to us. You know, cause at this time we was ratchet. This time we was done, bro. And the way they laid that on us, it just broke us right then and there. We politely walked out their house. Now listen to what I'm telling you now. We adopted all them traits, bro. So you look at all the other nationalities, you say to yourself, but they ain't doing it. With the exception of losing a few of their own, you right. Because even if they do it out of moderation, the vast majority of their life, they standing up straight. So how do they dominate you? They dominate you because they worship God better than you do. That's how they dominate us. You got to give to God what's God, and you give to Satan what's Satan. Fornication and all this stuff ain't of God. That's what them scandals for. Military cut. I did it. I'm telling you, I missed my hair. I was holding them clippers, bro. My hand, bro. They move by. I have to do my hand like this sometime, bro, just to keep them still. And I ain't drinking none of that from always getting in stuff all the time. And I had to keep them still. I was holding them clippers, and I got quick hands, bro. They muscle memory, bro. I tell them, well, I used to get into it before. Oh, my bad, muscle memory, bro. You running your mouth a little too much. Muscle memory. I wasn't that bad. My boy was, though. They were thrown out real bad. I had 2 cats on the porch with me. You know, we were all still boys. You know, just family really around here. I walked in the house, and one of my boys started talking slick dissing me. And one of my other boys slapped him immediately off the side of the porch. And my dad said, good God, my daddy always around something, bro. My daddy said, good God Almighty. I remember when I used to sell, bro, when I used to deal drugs. I used to have so much money in my pocket. The money be hanging out in my pockets. And my daddy be cutting grass. And my daddy be cutting grass, be like this. Cause you know we all there, y'all, cutting grass. And the hundreds would be falling out my pocket. And my daddy would stop the lawnmower, put the money in his pocket. So we get back to the business room to negotiate business. And I've been allowed $500. And my boy be looking at me, laughing with his foot against the wall saying, your daddy just took it, nigga. Oh, my bad, I ain't miss. Y'all gotta ride through it though. Your daddy just took it. Your daddy just took it, bro. All of it. I looked out the window, he was smiling. He was smiling, bro. But anyway, but yeah, that's how you gotta do it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna delete this video because of me almost saying the N-word. You must understand, I'm from Purgatory. This is the box where Purgatory live at. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the slum, this ain't the hood, this ain't the Terradome, this Purgatory. Ain't nothing but floats in here. So, anyway, what was I saying? You gotta give a guy what is God, bro. Now y'all can see how I am in the street, though. This is how I was, bro. I talk to you about God, and I might slip and say that don't make me no bad guy. What you doing is a bad guy. I watch my words quite well. The hardest thing to be able to tame is your tongue when you're done finishing healing yourselves. At least I'm up here. I done passed what's coming and rolling off of my mouth and all the way up to my emissions. I don't even think about it no more. So I'm up there. And I'm telling y'all, when y'all do that black magic and stuff, I have to wait, because I'm still climbing. I'm like that movie Climbing with my boy Sylvester Stallone and Mountain Climbing. And I gotta wait on you. I gotta wait on you, bro. I see you, I'm looking. Oh man, they done got on the floats. How they get on the floats? Ain't that my jet? How he get in my jet? Oh, that's how he got in my jet. The jet starts slowly getting to the top, and then it turned into a parachute. Oh, and then after that, I gotta stay in this climbing position because they was fake shaking. So now they drowning, and now I can start back climbing again. You know what I'm saying? You need my R and that person R to get this jet. So, oh, you did some genetically molecules, swapped it up, okay, ensale you. Now, we can both ensale us too. Play games you want to. That's the whole key in me being the opposite of you. I'm telling you, don't learn it like a few done already learned it now. Y'all better look at this flame. That girl was nothing like that. And if y'all keep going the rate y'all going, she gonna be better than you. Because you can only stay down that road for so long before you want to better you. And some actually do better themselves. I'm telling you, the road to hell is broad. The road to heaven is narrow, man. Get a God what's God, and get a Satan what's Satan. And tell my doppelganger, you got to look at me. They say you... They say the doppelganger. They say the doppelganger. This is what the doppelganger be saying, bro. The copy and paste guy. His girl be telling him what's supposed to be my girl. You are dependent.